Hello everyone, today we're going to learn how to delete a node in a linked list. So here I created a linked list. I added these three numbers, one through 4, and I printed the contents. As you can see, we have node 1 with data 1, and the next node that points is this one, which has data 2, and the next node that points to is this one, which has data 3, and so on. So we're going to create a method that's going to delete our nodes. So we go here to the node class, and as you can see here, the constructors. Here is the append to tell class method that let us append nodes. And now we're going to create no, a method that's going to delete a single node. So we create a static method that's going to return a node, and we're going to call it delete node, and as arguments we're going to provide the a list. Let's call it, this is going to be our linked list, and we're going to provide we're, we're going to provide the item that we want to delete, which in this case is going to be an integer. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create an instance of a linked list, and it's going to be this one. So in other words, we provided a list, and we're going to copy this list to this variable, and then from here we're going to have two cases. Well, the first case is going to be when the node that we're trying to delete is going to be the head. So if we have the case, well, we have to evaluate it first, right? So we evaluate it, and we say like if current node if the data is equals to the item to this d. So what we do is we're going to update this current node. Now is going to point to the next node, and after that, since we had to return a node, so what we do is not right here, and then we return the current node. Okay, little explanation about this. So we copy in the list, and we examine the first term. If the first term is equals to d, what we do is we obtain the second term. For example, if we try to delete 2, we go and we tell it that now instead of pointing to this data field, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the next node, and we're going to make this current node the next node is going to be our current node. So that's what we're doing in this case. This is for the case if we're trying to delete the first item. If we, for other cases, what we're going to have is that we're going to iterate to the linked list until we find the term that we want to delete. In order to do that, we create this while dog, and we examine. So current node is going to be equal to, and then we examine the next node, making sure that we're going to iterate while it's not equals, while we're not reaching this node. We're going to keep going through the items, and then we're going to put our conditional here. If If we find it, so current node, the next node, that data is equals to D. What we're going to do is we go here, we assign the current node next node to the current node, and it's gonna be next, the next, the next. And then once we do this, basically this is the main part of the code that's gonna do the deletion. And then once we do this, what we do is we return. And then if we still not find it, we have to iterate. What is this? This is closing here. Sorry, we go here. If we find it, we return. Otherwise, we're going to keep iterating. So current node is going to be to the current node, the next node. And then if we in case that we reach the end and we didn't find the number that we're trying to delete, we just return the initial list right here. So what's going on here? Oh, equals, right? So we're going to explain this while block, okay? And before I do that, let me delete this one. I think I put it next now over here. Okay, so let's assume that we're trying to delete these two, okay? Just to make it simple. So, and then let's assume that we point into this data field to the first to this field over here, and then we're going to go through all these items until we reach the point, this one, until we reach null. So here we're comparing, since we're here, we're comparing the next node to the data, to the item that we want to delete. In this case, we're trying to delete 2, right? So current node, next node, data, tune is equals to 2. Since it's equals to 2, we're going to execute this piece of code. So what we're doing is, since we're here, we're telling Java, okay, go assign this next node, which is this part, assign it to the, since we're here, to the current next node. So we're telling, okay, now this node is going to point to this data field. So this is how we basically, this is the key part of the code. And once we do this, assignment, we can return the whole list. If we don't find it, for example, if we're trying to delete another number, if we're trying to delete 3, we're going to keep iterating. So that's why we need this piece of code to keep iterating through each item. And then at the end, we return the list if we don't find any matches. All right, let's try. Let's save our changes. Okay, guys, now we're going to test it. Since it's a static method, we need to invoke to the node class. So we go here, node delete, and then we pass our node list, and then we're going to pass a number. Let's pass it 3. And after we do we're going to print the new content right here. We save it and we run. And as we can see, we deleted this item, the item 3. Okay guys, I hope you find it helpful and see you next time.